What up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. Internet Computer Protocol. Why? Because innovation always wins. This is course number 5 for JackBear.ai. Go and check it out. 50 free courses. The first Web3 Gamified Academy. Learn everything you need to know about blockchain, Internet 2.0, cloud, blockchain. Said that already. Course number 5, NFTs and digital ownership. NFTs are not pictures, they're proof. NFT stands for non-fungible token. Basically, the big lie that NFTs are just photos or images or JPEGs. Well, if NFTs were just pictures, the entire market would have died 24 hours ago. What people get wrong is simple. You don't buy the picture, you buy the certificate of ownership, cryptographically signed and verifiable by anyone on Earth. The image is the wrapper, the ownership is the product. What an NFT actually is, and why this is important for creators and artists, is that an NFT is a unique digital asset stored on the blockchain. It's not copyable, not forgeable, not editable, not replaceable. Those are a lot of hard words to say. It is digital property rights. Humans evolved around ownership, land, tools, houses, books. Art. NFTs are the same instinct, updated for the digital age. But why digital ownership was impossible before? Well, before blockchains, if you owned something digital, you didn't actually own it. The platform owned it. Your iTunes music, Apple owns it. Your Kindle books, Amazon owns them. Your game skins, Epic Games owns them. Your photos, Meta owns them. Your domain names, GoDaddy owns them. NFTs are the first time in history digital ownership became real. NFTs equals identity, assets, access, and proof. NFTs unlock 4 mega categories: identity, verifiable credentials, assets, collectibles, and property, IP, access, memberships, ticketing, loyalty, and 4, proof, certifications, receipts, authenticity. This goes far beyond artwork. Now, ICP's NFTs are next level, and most blockchains store NFTs off-chain on AWS, Amazon, or IPFS, which means your decentralized NFT is actually centralized, and ICP fixes this. NFTs stored fully on-chain, no external servers, no IPFS dead links, no Amazon points of failure, ultra-cheap minting, contract, and media stored together. It's the closest thing to permanent digital property as digital property gets. Now, a real example of the ticket that never gets counterfeited is that imagine a concert ticket that can't be faked, can't be scalped with bots, can't be duplicated, can't be lost, can't be stolen. NFTs ticketing solves fraud, counterfeit, resale scams, fake listings, paper waste, and gives artists control over resale, royalties, direct relationships with fans, live analytics, and global access. Don't tell Ticketmaster, but if somebody builds a Ticketmaster and gets artists signed up, big headliners, slow integration, then the artist could benefit from the ticket sales more than Ticketmaster and the scalpers. You didn't hear that from me. So the framework and the 3 layers of NFT value: layer 1 is proof of ownership, the root value, immutable and verifiable. Layer 2, community and economy, the network built around the asset. Layer 2, utility, what the NFT unlocks, access, tools, and privileges. Layer 3, community and economy, the network built around the asset. Once students learn these 3, they can evaluate any NFT in under 30 seconds. So let's reflect. What digital items do you own that could disappear tomorrow? Anything that you've created, any text, any document, any image, anything digital. Which industries will be disrupted first by digital ownership? And do you value digital or physical ownership more, and why? What NFT utility would you actually use? And how do NFTs change the definition of value? So remember, NFTs are digital ownership certification and not copied images or saved or download images from the internet from any website. So the 5 key takeaways: NFTs represent digital property rights. Ownership does not equal the image. It's the certification behind it, which is found in the metadata, which is information attached to the image that's hidden. So that's where the certification lies. And it could be a copy of 1 of a million of that photo. It could be a copy of one of that photo. But it's basically found in the metadata that cannot be altered. ICP enables true on-chain NFTs. Utility determines long-term value. NFTs will transform every industry that relies on proof, access, or identity. Now, traditional NFTs were expensive to build, expensive to sell, expensive to move. And the NFT market was a very lucrative market initially over the last 5 years. And there are all kinds of NFT marketplaces out there that you can check out. Marketplaces where you can buy NFTs, trade, sell. And I don't think there's a lot of minting platforms for NFTs. More or less wallets that host or hold NFTs. So when you build NFTs on the Internet Computer Protocol, it gets built with a timestamp of when that image was created or when that image was minted on that specific system. And the system we're talking about today is Internet Computer Protocol. So what does an NFT primarily represent? It's proof of ownership. It's proof that you bought the image from a credible or certified dealer or distributor or the artist themselves. It puts power back into the artist, so that the artist or the writer or whoever's building that digital asset, that digital file, gets credit and gets paid directly. And anything copied from that or sold from copies of that original certified NFT, royalties can be then funneled through smart contracts back to the creator themselves. So then you get an ongoing royalty economy for artists, even when it's distributed or shared or copied, which is excellent. Why are ICP NFTs so special? Because they store media fully on chain. So the files don't live on Amazon Web Services, cloud services, Google, Dropbox, Google Drive, or any other cloud legacy system or server. It lives decentralized in a canister on the Internet Computer Protocol if you're working with projects that build on the Internet Computer Protocol. So you have to be aware of that. And I would move everything over to the Internet Computer Protocol. There's some great file storage apps that have come out into the market that you can use currently. I'll have to get a list of them and share them. But not all decentralized cloud branded packages or websites are real true cloud, decentralized cloud. They're just rebranding, repackaging, and using regular cloud service and tools, and I just simply wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it, and I don't trust it, so I keep all my information and data and files now merging onto the Internet Computer Protocol in my own canisters that I've set up through Caffeine.ai. So you can go and do that. You can build a private cloud on Caffeine.ai, give it the canister your own name. You can start uploading files there, and basically those files will be timestamped, encrypted, and under your control, nobody else's, not Amazon. And so really, branded cloud apps are really not needed anymore. If you can build a canister that becomes your cloud, private and encrypted, only you can access it with your ID, then there's no need for cloud servers or systems. You can build it on Caffeine.ai without any developer knowledge or information required. You just put in a prompt. Give me my own personal cloud that I can upload all my digital files for safe and security. Boom. Caffeine AI will pump that out for you in less than 5 minutes. Beautiful, amazing, I love it. What is a major use case for NFTs? Well, it's identity, access, and proof, which means that personal identity belongs to you. Intellectual property of digital files belongs to you. That's if you created it. That's if you have the authentication of identity to prove that you are the creator of that file or that information or that knowledge. So there's still a lot to be developed. There's a lot of developers working on ideas for this on the Internet Computer Protocol. And you gotta remember, Caffeine.ai just came out in October. And then last year, Definity developers and hubs had over 400 events worldwide in universities, colleges for the next generation of developers who are building, developing now. And the adoption is happening, the scale is happening. This is real technology. Doesn't matter what anybody thinks, it doesn't even matter what I think, because the research is there, the platform's there, the tool's there, the infrastructure is there, the independent decentralized nodes are there, with over 10,000 nodes plus worldwide. The goal is for 100,000 nodes plus further adoption. General AI will take us to the next level. And that's course number 5, NFTs and digital ownership. Go check out JackBear.ai to learn more. This is course 5 of 50. Pumping them out for you guys. Thanks for all the subs. Until the next video, stay groovy.